Clinical pastoral education is an adult methodology of learning, and students come into our learning from a variety of ages and stages of life. They come into the learning with usually lots of academic training. Many of them are in university, in seminary, and so they come into the learning with a lot of head knowledge and theory, and then they get to apply that learning in a clinical setting. And they get to reflect on their own provision of care and how that impacts patients and other staff and each other in that learning.
The image of God is the great linguist. And so then the question is, what is our role as a spiritual care provider and supporter of patients and families, or in my case as a teaching supervisor of students? And I see my role, if God is the great linguist, is the role of being interpreter. And so as I listen deeply to the student's story, or the student is listening to a patient's story, is to be able to take that specialized theological, psychological, sociological, ethical language and terms that we have, but to be able to see those themes coming through in the language of the patient or family member as they are telling their story in their own words.
I felt this experience could help me become a better minister and provide spiritual care. It's been an amazing 3 months here. One of the patients was talking to me about music, and I thought, what happens if I play some? So I just started playing. And the reaction I got was amazing. I could engage with 6, 7, 10 simultaneously through the piano. I certainly hope that I will be able to return to environments such as this to continue to learn and grow from the excellent teachers who are the patients that I work with. It has been a blessing here.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of clinical pastoral education in Canada, which is quite a milestone for our methodology of learning. Its roots actually go back to the 1920s, and it started in mental health in London at what was then the London Psychiatric Hospital in 1968. So that's the historical context for this unique and transformative kind of learning